Currency, football cards, we're here to light the fire. Spitting facts and stats, you know we never tire. Bringing the heat up, that passion won't retire. Busting through the mic, our voices never expire. We ignite the spirit, never fading out. Light the torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the skies. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
All right, what's going on, Trojan fans? Welcome back to another live episode of the Light the Torch podcast. And as you can see, we got a special guest with us. But let me go ahead and get the original crew out here so we can get them out of the way so we can introduce the person that everyone's here to see. So we got B Jones we got B Jones above me. How's it going, B Jones?
What's up, man? We all right on.
Yes. Sorry if you can't really hear him too much. He's getting ready to go watch our girls play Michigan State tonight. So, and then above him, we got Mr. Gunner Atterbury. How's it going, Gunz?
Doing good, man. Excited to get into this.
Yep, and definitely go ahead and follow him. Follow the Light the Torch podcast Twitch channel. Every Tuesday, he always plays a specific team for the what was it called, Cal Central Centaur. So. Cal Southern Centaur. Sorry, but follow us on the Twitch channel, and then we have Mr. Raul Flores right underneath me. How's it going, Raul?
Right on, Philip.
All right, now we got everyone else out of the way. We got the man of the hour. We have Mr. Brandon Lockhart. He spells his name a little bit different from me, so it's okay. It's okay to spell it wrong. So, but how's it going, Brandon?
It's going good. How are you?
Not too bad. So, yeah. So, first off, we would like to say thank you for joining us today, and everyone in the chat. If you guys have questions, I'll star them, and then hopefully we can go ahead and get him. We'll answer those a little bit later. But first off, go ahead and tell us about who Brandon Lockhart is.
Yep. So my name is Brandon Lockhart. I play cornerback at Loyola High School. 4-star quarterback. Been playing football my whole life, basically my whole life, since I can remember. I really just have a love for the game, and obviously I'm committed to USC. I'm committed to sophomore, class of 6, so I'm coming up. I just can't wait to get back home on campus and stuff. So,
right on. Do you play any other sports besides just football?
Yeah, I run track, and I could play basketball, but don't want to get injured doing that. So,
what position would you play in basketball then?
I'm a point guard.
Okay.
I like to have the ball in my hands. So,
right on. Like, did you play any other positions in football besides DB?
Yeah, I started off as a receiver, and I played safety and youth ball. So. Because my brother played receiver, so I kind of always wanted to, do what he did and play receiver.
Right.
And then I kind of transitioned to cornerback around like 7th to 8th grade.
All right, cool. All right, so chat, go ahead and get your questions in here. We don't want to hold up Brandon too long here, so we're going to get into our questions here. So, first question, we'll give it to Gunz. Go ahead and hit him with your first question.
Yeah, again, thank you, Brandon, for being able to join us. But what made you want to play football? I think you kind of mentioned it. It sounds like your brother, but just kind of, explain in detail.
Yeah, no, as a kid, my dad, he played semi-pro football. He's a police officer, so he played for his division. And always watching him play, and, he was a defensive guy. So obviously, I was already on that defensive side. Just watching him kind of made me fall in love with the sport. And then obviously being surrounded by my brother and my dad is just like, we were all about football. So I feel like I kind of grasped on to what they were teaching and what they were doing. And it made me fall in love with the sport.
That's cool. What position did your dad play?
He was a linebacker.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Go ahead, B Jones. Hit him with your next question.
All right. So, what current player or past, current or past player, do you say that you had in your game with? Who do you watch?
I say Marshawn Lattimore, and
Okay.
actually, no, I say Denzel Ward. Denzel Ward, I think, is one of the best DBs in the NFL right now. I really like the way he plays, and his technique is very clean.
All right.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Those are some good people to be put a pattern in your game after that. So, well, that kind of goes into my question. So I'll just go ahead and skip from one of my questions here. But who was your favorite player growing up to watching? It doesn't matter if it's USC or not. Who was your favorite player growing up watching?
Because I started off as receiver, I'd say it's Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
I think he's like, obviously, I feel like he's kind of on, like, he's been going down since he was with the Bills, but I think he has one of like the cleanest and most efficient route running skills. I think he's like he doesn't do too much at the line as a receiver, so I think he's just a really simple but great receiver.
Definitely. That's crazy. I thought you would have gone with a defensive back guy, but right on. Roll.
I appreciate you, Brandon, for being in the podcast. What I've noticed, you've been active on Twitter, X, however people want to call it nowadays, but it seems like you took on a big role, a leading role to recruit this 2026 class. I see you constantly, hitting up guys or, throwing up the fight on sign. Did you grow up a USC fan?
Yeah. Yep. My mom graduated from USC, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so she's an alum, and she got on her license plate outside on the street number, so it's always been around.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Like, I've been telling the fellas here and in the podcast, like, hey, Brandon's my favorite recruit for this recruiting class because he's putting in the work trying to get this 2026 class, to be the number one ranked class. So how do you like it? How do you like that recruiting role?
I like it. I like it a lot. I think it also gives me a lot of responsibility, and it really makes me have to already use my leadership skills, to seek out to these guys and really lay it out for them, like why this spot is the best for you, and it also just helps me build more connections with these players that I could potentially be playing with.
Yeah. Every time someone gets an offer from USC, I always see you in the comments just already saying, "Come on over here!" Like you like know right.
Don't be shy.
Right up to it.
Don't be shy.
Right on. Well, let's see, Gunz. What are some other questions you got?
Yeah. What part of your game do you think is the most underrated?
I say my ability to read routes. Be the new generation of receivers, they got a lot of new combos that they like to do. So I think being able to read routes is a very underrated skill. Being able to leverage yourself to always win the rep is pretty big. So yeah, I'd say being able to read routes pretty easily.
Especially since you played wide receiver, so you probably already have a leg up on that.
And I have an older brother, so watching him every Saturday kind of made it easier.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to jump in here. So, who locks who up, or you lock up your brother now?
Yeah, no, he's not even close.
All right. Okay, so for me, like, what is your pregame routine like? Going down to like your playlist. Like, do you have a favorite food that you eat, like, or any kind of superstitions that you do?
Yeah, so as a team, the whole team eats together, so we always eat the same meal.
Okay.
So we always have dinner, and then my playlist, I like to listen to The Temptations. Very, very peaceful. Me and my grandma listen to it all the time, so I listen to that. And then I have a very I have a specific regimen of how I like to warm up. I start off with band walks, maybe 20 yards. I do it about 10 times in different ways. Then I'll start stretching, and then I'll I'll warm up again, and I always warm up in sweatpants. So never warm up in shorts. So yeah, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, do what I do with my guys, talk to my guys still, let them like do their thing, but keep everybody loose and hyped up. So yeah, that's it. That's my pregame.
Side question: what's your favorite song from the Temptations?
My girl for sure.
Okay.
It's funny that you mentioned the Temptations because I don't know if you see in the chat. Are you familiar with Freshman's Paradise? He also does USC content.
No, I'm not.
Well, he's also here in the chat. He's listening. His uncle is actually Dennis Edwards.
Really? That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my grandma, we love the Temptations.
Yeah, man. It's funny that you mentioned that.
That's pretty cool.
Sorry, Pete, if I put you on the spot.
He's talking about this person right here.
Okay.
But B Jones, go ahead and hit him with your other questions.
Yeah, so since you mentioned you mentioned a few current players that you follow. I got a little start bench cut scenario for you, man, with a couple goats. Or people that I think are the goats. So
Okay.
we got start bench cut. Deion Sanders, Darrell Reeves, and Champ Bailey. Go.
Who's the last one?
Champ Bailey.
Champ Bailey? Okay. You kind of just did it in order for me. I'm starting. I'm benching Rivas and I'm cutting Bailey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, who, if you had to like with your favorite or the person that you model your game after, where would you put him at?
I can't do that. I feel like that's two different generations of.
Fair enough. Okay. I get that. All right, Roll. You got any other questions?
Yeah, I was just saying, we all know that you're a baller on the field. Tell us who Brandon Lockhart is outside the field. Like, what do you like to do, or like, what are you planning to major in? A little bit of that.
Yeah. So I plan on majoring maybe in psychology. I find it very interesting how the brain works and sports mental health, how it could really impact someone. But off the field, I don't do too much. I don't like to go out too much. I'm a homebody type of guy, and I might go out a few every weekend, but I like to play the game. I'm a huge animal lover, so I love my dogs. I like spending time with them. And then on the side, I kind of like during summertime, I like to wash cars to gain some extra money. So, not doing too much, but enough to keep me like on my feet still.
Right on. What kind of games do you play?
NCAA. That's about it. NCAA and Madden.
All right.
Fortnite. I used to play Fortnite, but I don't really anymore.
We might need you to play Gunz then, because he's the one that he plays college football 25 all the time, and like he runs our Twitch channel. He I don't know.
I don't know if he wants this work.
We'll have to set it up. One day. Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
That's great.
All right, Gunz. What else you got?
Yeah, so pretty much my last question again. Obviously, you're a commit for USC. What are your main targets for the class? Who you're looking to recruit?
I'd say to get in maybe 2 more DBs and / athlete. Davon Benjamin.
Okay.
I think he's a dog. Then Brandon Arrington at I forgot Mount Miguel. Then on the receiver side, I think Chris Henry would be good. I like Caden Dixon Wyatt. He just picked up an offer, and then I've really been hard on Van Spafford about getting up, and then Jonas Williams, the QB. I don't know his full name, but Tomu. He's committed to Oregon right now, but I think he wants to be in LA. And then a few other players, but those are my main guys that I'm really trying to get.
All right. Yeah, no, definitely. It would be interesting to see if you can get Chris Henry.
Yeah, no, I would.
I don't doubt him, man. I think he'll get him.
So what is your conversation like with Chris Henry? Like you don't need to go to cold Ohio State. Come on, stay
I
here.
just lay all the facts on the table about development, stats, and lifestyle.
Fair
And
enough.
it always seems to be every other school. So
He came out to California for a reason. So
Get him a life after football.
yep.
exactly. All right, B Jones. What other questions you got?
All right, man. Another lighthearted question, man. Since they ask me all the tough. We often debate this all the time, man. So why don't you give us your favorite food spot in the city?
Ooh. Now, if you know me, I eat out a lot. My favorite spot. You gotta give me a genre. Mexican food, Italian food. There's too many spots out in LA.
Okay, so B Jones claims he knows the best street tacos. So give us your street tacos or Mexican.
I say it's this place in Beverly Hills. It's called Escuela.
You said it's a
They
place
got
in Beverly Hills. B?
Huh?
You said the best Mexican spot is in Beverly Hills. B? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's what I think. I know there's so many places, but
I'm about to
I
put you on
haven't
the
know
spot.
A little bit for add on to his question. Are you an In-N-Out fan?
Occasionally, when I really like am like I want some In-N-Out, I am, but I'll never kind of go out my way to go get some In-N-Out.
All right, okay, because that's a constant battle with everyone here. Is like we've always talked to like people from Texas, like they always go Whataburger's better than In-N-Out or whatever. But
Crazy.
all right, let's see what else. Raul, do you have any other questions?
Yeah, since you're an LA guy, you say you played basketball. Lakers or Clippers, Brandon?
Lakers.
All right.
LeBron.
See, B Jones over here. He. I don't know if he claims the Clippers anymore, but he used to
They
claim.
lose too much.
I knew Brandon was a winner here, man. Dodgers, Angels.
I can't choose. I'm not. I don't watch baseball at all, but
Fair enough.
if I had to choose, I'd say Dodgers because it's one of those LA teams.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Well, I think we've gotten through. Unless Raul or B Jones, do you have any other questions?
You can open it up to the
best
chat.
for last. And the best question is, so here we like to have, there's other recruits who will be watching this interview. So why don't you go ahead and give them your best recruiting pitch right here.
My best what? Recruiting pitch?
Your best recruiting pitch, yeah.
Depending on what position you play, we got the best weather. If you put up our stats against anyone else's on true development when it comes to weight room, play style, or anything, it will always beat whatever school you got. And it's LA. Who don't want to be in LA?
Facts. I wish I could be out there, but my wife's family's out here, so
Stuck in the cold.
that trumps whatever I want. So whatever.
All right, dude. Oh,
All
I
right.
have no further questions. Anybody else?
I was gonna say, who's since you grew up a USC fan, any all-time favorite USC memory that you can remember with your family?
Probably my first game. I'd say probably just my first game going.
What was your first game?
I can't even remember. Who did they play? I don't remember who they played, but I know it might have been a UCLA game.
Oh, okay.
But I know we won. So
So who got you? So is your dad like who's your dad's favorite team? Because your mom went to USC, but what about your dad?
his favorite college or NFL team?
College.
USC.
Okay, good.
He married a USC alum, so it's automatically his favorite.
But see, it's not like that because my mom is the reason why I love USC, but my dad went to UCLA. I don't know how it worked out and how they're still married, but it is what it is. But
Hey, hold on. I got one thing to say about this, Brandon. You said all your siblings are what? USC fans, right?
Not my sister.
No. Sorry, Brandon. I was talking to Blackie Chan. Sorry.
oh, sorry, too many Brandons here. No, like every one of my siblings are USC fans, but my dad is the only one. But
So there you go. So now I am talking to Brandon. See, so USC rules.
it does.
It does. Yep.
So, I just had a question and I just can't recall it. But then who's your favorite? Who's your favorite NFL team then?
The Bills.
The Bills. Okay. Was it because of Stephon Diggs or okay?
Yep.
What about the Vikings? He played at the Vikings. He had the Minnesota Miracle with that one.
I think I also like Josh Allen.
Okay.
So, and I think Josh Allen's a dog. So kind of the both of them got me.
I guess I'll give you that. Were you excited that he got MVP then?
Yeah. No, I was very excited.
All
They come this close every year, but they can't get past the Chiefs.
Hey, they just got to get a defensive line.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do to be able to stop Mahomes is a defensive line that can put some pressure on him.
Yep, just like the Eagles.
I wanted that three-peat though, but that's just me. All right. Any other questions from the chat? Come on, you guys got to be more lively than this. Come on, we have Mr. Brandon Lockhart here, the man that is recruiting the most.
Preston's first question.
Okay.
I don't know if he answered that one.
Who's your favorite SCDB or player of all time?
Of all time, Reggie Bush.
Reggie, okay.
And then DB. I'm gonna go my favorite DB right now because I think he's gonna be very good. I think Kamari Ramsey will be very, very good. I think I'm glad he stayed for next year, but I think when he gets to the league, he's gonna be a dog.
Oh yeah, oh definitely. We're definitely happy that he stayed too because it has that we have that leadership back there. So
yeah.
But let's see what else can we throw at you here.
Brandt's question as well. Did we answer that one?
Let's see. What was his recruiting experience been like for you and your family, and what do other schools try to sell you on?
It's been pretty crazy. I'd say my recruitment kind of kicked up my freshman year after I did my All-American camp. So it's always been on a repeat, of schools trying to reach out and stuff. And they don't really try. I wouldn't say they try to sell me on a lot of stuff. They just try to just persuade me to take a look at their school, give their school a chance, look at their facilities and stuff. And a lot of them try to, I said they would try to sell me on their swag. I do not care.
We already know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
They can have 1,000 uniforms if they want, but
not even them. Just there's a lot of schools that like they got the best this, they got the best that. As long as I can play football and do what I need to do, that's all I need. But yeah, I'd say it's pretty good, the whole process. And my family has taken it. They've been with me every step, and they've always given me the best advice. So yeah.
What are some personal goals that you have before you get into college?
I'd like to win a state championship with my high school. I've been here for all 3 years so far, and gonna be 4. So, I've put a lot towards the program. So I'd like to take my team to the state championship and win one.
All right, Gunz, you got one more question?
Yeah, just want to talk about Coach Belk and Coach Lynn. I mean, what do you like about them? Just talk about them and just your experience with them so far.
I like Belk and Lynn. I think funny thing about Lynn is when you first meet him, he seems like this real soft tone, low tone type of guy. But as soon as you see him on a field, it switches. He's yelling, not in a bad way, but he's really passionate about the game. And I can say the same for Belk. Like Belk's a really chill guy. Like even though he's from Houston, it's funny because he seems like an LA type of guy. But yeah, I like talking to them both, and it's gonna be even better when I'm on campus and I could talk to them every day. So love those guys.
Let's see. We have another question here. You don't have to answer it at all, but will you be taking any official trips to other schools?
I've set one up with USC. I'll tell you that. Set up for June 20th to 22nd. And as of right now, that's the only official visit I have. So
Nice.
that's how I plan to keep it.
See, that's music to my ears. I enjoy that. Like you're passionate about USC and just everything that you do. Like it's seriously like I don't get how you're so fast to be able to tweet out to these recruits. It's just like you're on it, and it's great to have that kind of leadership of the class. So
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so we don't want to hold you up much longer here, but we really appreciate you coming on to the show, and
Sure.
maybe we'll have you on before you get to college, maybe after the season ends for you. But we really appreciate it, man.
No problem.
All right, man.
Good luck, and thank you.
And where can they follow you, Brandon, on X, Twitter?
Oh yeah.
Follow me at B_Lockhart_23, and then my Instagram is TDC.lock.
All right, we'll put that in the chat here so people can start following you here so they can see how great of a recruiter you are for USC. But
Hey, we'll try to get that game in too for NCAA. All right.
Yes, sir. We got to set it up.
hopefully you don't
We'll
get
do.
embarrassed, Gunz. You don't want to.
Just watch. Just watch.
All right,
I
man.
can tell he's
Yeah.
good already. I can tell.
Yep. You have a
Appreciate
good time, man.
Yes, sir. Fight on.
Man.
Right on. All right,
Okay,
so
now
that
we're
was
gonna go.
Mr. Brandon Lockhart, our 4-star DB that has been leading this class this whole season. So go ahead and give him a follow on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, or Instagram. Go ahead and give him a follow because that man, he's always recruiting for us, no matter who it is. He's always right there trying to get them onto campus with us. So, and if you didn't catch it before Trojan Fight, he says he dropped some names that he was trying to recruit, like Chris Henry, Brandon Arrington, Davon.
I think
Benjamin.
the other one was Tom Tom, right? It might have been Tom Tom.
Tom. He did say Tom from Mater Day. And but yeah, he's looking to recruit a couple DBs and a wide receiver and some athletes, which I'm assuming he's talking about Davon, right? Because Davon's an athlete, right?
Actually, Arrington is.
Okay, Arrington's the athlete, which.
So look, and for the recruits out there, Blackie Chan is saying that it's -17, probably snowing in Minnesota. Look at how LA weather is. Look at that.
I know. Do you want to be in the Midwest where there's nothing to do? I am miserable. I'm just kidding. Amy, if you're watching, I'm not miserable. I love it. I love you. But it's just there's differences. Like you don't want to have to start your car every 2 hours just to make sure your car turns on. So, but yeah, but definitely he like everything that he was saying. Like I know we had that one question in there from Southern California Bomber, but like that's the type of leader that we want to have lead in this class. Like sure we might get a quarterback here. Oh yeah, he did say that he was recruiting Jonas Williams. So
he is doing very well here.
Which that could lead us into a segue of what we're going to be talking about, and we're going to go into the segment here. Let me get the little graphic going on here. Recruiting with Gunz. I need music for this, but we're we're going to switch the music up here.
There you go.
All right. So we got Recruiting with Gunz, and let's go ahead and give us the update on recruiting, Gunz.
Yeah, guys. So I mean, the big one is Jonas Williams. One, Scott Schrader and Simmons, Chad Simmons, put their predictions into for us to ultimately flip. Currently an Oregon commit, Jonas Williams out of Illinois. When you watch his tape, he looks very similar to a former Heisman quarterback that we just had recently. So I think this is going to be a great get for us. And again, from what we're hearing, this really doesn't fully impact Lions. That's a question you guys had. So, we'll still go after Lions and definitely have a possibility to get 2 quarterbacks. But we're in a great spot here, and we might hit the flip this weekend potentially. If not, definitely here before his official visit. So looking forward to that. We got some more official visits. Chris Henry Jr., we mentioned him with Lockhart. He has his visit the week of June 6th through the 8th. So he'll be doing his official visit. Kendall Garville, probably butchering that last name. He is a big-time D lineman, top 100 player out of Florida. He'll be visiting as well in the month of June. Brandon Arrington, he'll be visiting actually during the week. Normally the OVs are during the weekend. He'll be visiting the 17th of June. So he's got a very busy schedule. Sounds like he'll probably have multiple official visits, but excited to kind of get him more of a personal setting. I think will be good. Hopefully we did out of the park with him.
Real quick,
yeah.
Sorry, for Trojan Fly, he says, what do you guys think that means for Ryder Lyons? Ryder Lyons, he's a 2027 guy, so it shouldn't affect him. If he's not going to be on campus for 2026, then we might as well have a 2020. Then we might as well go after Jonas Williams.
Yeah. Like you said, he's going to be a 27 kid due to the mission. So it really falls in line from that perspective, right? 25, 26, 27. So that room's really going to grow and get really talented and elite. So excited about that. We're still in the hunt. BYU is going to be in the mix due to kind of their NIL package and the Utah Jazz owner. Oregon's going to be in the mix as well. But from what we're hearing as of now, we're still the team to beat. Regardless of what we're hearing sometimes from other schools. Oregon commit Cody Green, modern day O-lineman. We're really? Still in the hunt with him. Yeah, we're still in the hunt with him. I don't believe an official visit is officially set yet. But we're trying to kick the tires in that and see what's going on. So Zach Henson's really, going across the country and finding his top prospects for the offensive line. So excited about that. Really, I think that's it. Just actually last one. Ethan Booby Feaster out of Texas DeSoto, the high school. He recently reclassified to 2026. He was a 27 wide receiver. We're in the mix, and we did get an official visit. I believe the official visit is the June 6th to the 8th as well. But just hearing that we're one of the top schools already after he reclassified, I think bodes well, and it says a lot of our class or our staff, excuse me. So excited to see where that goes. But that's really the main things for what's going on in recruiting, guys.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, just point them out. But yeah.
Yeah. Also, Brandon mentioned that he's trying to get Vance Spafford. Also trying to get who else?
Dixon Wyatt, which is Raul's guy. So I know Raul's doing his thing too, I'm sure. But I expect Vance to solidify his official visit. It sounds like we're definitely getting these official visits out and early, right? It's February. I don't think we heard that much information on official visits around this time. So I think it's exciting. Staff's trying to get ahead of stuff, and I know they have a busy year ahead of them. So it's great.
Yeah, it definitely feels like there's been a massive change within the front office and its coaching. Like I'm already conceding on me and Gunz's bet about the percentage of California kids. I think they're going to smash it. I think they're going to be at least 75 to 80% California kids. Like the way that that Brandon Lockhart's recruiting, he's probably one of our best recruiters right now. So
Absolutely.
So the way that he's keeping on these guys and keeping he's fully embracing being that leader right now. Like he knows it, and he's doing a good job at being an ambassador for us. But yeah, so let's see. What else do you guys have questions about recruiting?
Didn't we hire someone else too on staff?
Say it one more time.
We hired someone new, right, this week as well?
Yeah, we actually did. I'm glad you mentioned him. So Les Snead, Rams GM, we hired his son, Logan Snead. He was a former football player at San Diego, I believe even at Virginia, or maybe just did a visit there. But yeah, he'll be a scouting role. Sounds like he'll help with preparing for opponents and stuff like that. So definitely sounds like we're growing the team. I know from Mama Jen's interview that she's had with multiple of the media people, sounds like we'll have an analytics team, scouting team. So like the front office and as a whole is going to be pretty massive.
Like it's crazy to think where we were before when it came to our front office, that we were just with Dave Emmerich, and now we've added like 7 or 8 people. Like how many people have we added? We've added Chad or not Chad Savage, but Chad
Bowden. Yep.
Yeah, Bowden. We've added Zaire. We've added
Dre Brown.
We've added
Max from Wisconsin.
Max.
Yeah. We added obviously Logan. We promoted Weston, so he got promoted. And it sounds like they're keeping a few others. I know Coach Dog. He's part of, I guess you would say, that front office group. He's been killing it. So
Dre was Chad's right hand man, right?
Yeah, before he went to Illinois. Yeah, so he was with Notre Dame, went to Illinois for a year, and then now he's with us. Max, same thing, similar. He was with Chad at Cincinnati, and then obviously Zaire was at Notre Dame. So yeah, he's definitely using the connections that he's forged, and yeah, he's definitely bringing an elite staff.
I wonder how we survived with any NIL with just one person running pretty much the whole thing, really kind of doing the negotiations, and if the rumors are true, then Lincoln Riley or whatever. So it's just crazy now that we've had like a full-blown staff that's just dedicated all to this. From what I understand, is that they're dedicated just to the talks with the transfer portal people, talks with NIL, and so it's just crazy. And I there's a lot of excitement, at least I'm feeling it. But
all right, looks like B Jones and Roll, you guys are heading out. So appreciate you guys joining. Hey, good luck on the game. Support the girls, and hopefully we get a W.
Yeah, we need to keep this momentum up. Hopefully they don't sleepwalk till the fourth quarter like they did.
Michigan State's a pretty good team too, so I don't think they will, but it's definitely going to be tight. I think we'll see.
It'll be a W. It'll be a flat out.
Yeah, we got to keep the momentum going until we play UCLA again. So.
Go on here, fellas, and you guys can continue.
Right on, guys. We're going to stay on a little bit longer here because we're going to be talking a little bit more about. Let me just kick Roll out of here so you don't have to block right there. But yeah, so if you guys haven't noticed that or if you haven't seen on Twitter, there's going to be some changes when it comes to the spring practice or spring game. We've heard a lot about from other schools not doing it, but go ahead and dive into that a little bit more, Gunz.
Yeah, so basically USC has decided to not do a traditional spring game. It sounded like at first it was potentially going to be the 26th of April, So yeah, they are following other programs such as Ohio State and Nebraska. Pretty much, it's going to definitely follow the model of NFL, right? Normally around this time, during the summer they do OTAs and stuff like that. So, and I do think it's definitely based around tampering as well. I'd imagine people coming in and kind of scouting our players and whatnot. So definitely from that standpoint. But we also have some more information just in terms of what USC is looking to do. There'll be a fan appreciation event. This is outside of the Salute to Troy. So that'll be during the fall camp. So that's great. That's something I think a lot of our fans have talked about, the fan connection and whatnot. I know that was something that Pete did in the past and stuff. So I think getting back to that will be great for just to get that connection more tighter, more whatnot. They will also be doing an event during, I believe, the spring, if not the summer, where they'll be bringing former players, recruits, families, just get them together again. Big old event, kind of like a mini official visit, I guess you could say, or whatnot. Yeah, so it sounds like kind of going back to the front office and Mama Jen. There's definitely some changes that are happening, and I think for the good. Again, anytime you can get the fans more connected, former players connected, I think it's an overall good thing. So
yeah, like it's going to be nice to. I wonder how the first one's going to be like, and I wonder if there's going to be like some big names like Marcus Allen going to be there, or who's all like if like former greats like Ray Maluga, Brian Cushing, Kalux. I wonder if he'll somehow be there. Like I want to see those guys, like the people that these recruits probably grew up watching, or at least that they know more about, like Reggie Bush. Like I really hope that the whole situation with Reggie, I hope he's like one of the first people that goes to that just the welcome backs. Like we need to we see all of our former players going to these women's basketball games and all that stuff. We need them to be at our football games too. Like they need to feel welcome. Like we I kind of went on a little rant in our little chat about this. It's just like they don't. I feel like they don't feel welcome on on the sidelines, or like it just doesn't feel like they come back all that often. The moment that they leave, like they'll come back, like maybe the more high profile ones like Caleb Williams will show up, or people who are like coming to help run out the tunnel. But other than that, it just doesn't feel like we see those guys who's paved the way for a lot of these other kids growing up. So, but it's definitely good. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna add on. I mean, I think you're spot on. I mean, just having that family atmosphere, so these guys can kind of let these kids know, man, like why they joined USC, why they love the life after football, and just having it during the spring and maybe summer, I think probably bodes well for their schedules, right? Especially for the current NFL players, right? They're going to be busy during their season. They only have one bye week, right? So normally you do see that when they're in their bye week, they try to come and see the games, especially if they're at home. But I think having it in the spring just gets that family atmosphere better. And I mean, I think Mama Jen's all about that. She wants everyone to be connected and be all in for USC.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it definitely just feels like there's a lot of change that has been going on since we've been hiring these new, like Chad Bowden. Like it just feels like the energy's different. Like the culture has been changing a lot since Lincoln has finally decided to move on from Alex Grinch. Just things have been just getting better and better when it comes to like culture wise. So it's really good to see. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything else that we feel like we need to touch on before we head out here? This might be a shorter.
Yeah, I mean, just I was just gonna say, just mention again that the women's basketball, obviously we already mentioned, but they're gonna be playing at 6:30 Pacific time on Peacock. So if you guys have that, definitely check it out. I think it'll be a good game. I know there's not a lot of baseball fans out there, but USC, they are currently 4-0.
4-0, okay.
4-0. Yes, they're about to hopefully 5-0 after this game, which actually just started. They're playing Cal State Bakersfield. They swept George Washington, and then they just beat UC Irvine, who historically is a good program. So Coach Stank, we normally call him. That's his nickname out there on the streets, if you want to say. But he's killing it. I think the staff is a lot of Cali kids. We got definitely a lot of Mater Dei kids. Actually, one of our Mater Dei kids, Ethan Hedges, hit a grand slam, which pretty much sealed the deal for us. And he's starting to pitch. He's coming in and close a little bit, so I think that's pretty cool to see. Kind of the two-way baseball players. It's more common in college, obviously, but yeah, man, what a great start compared to last season, and hopefully we can, keep this momentum going.
Well, let's see. I'm checking out here. Florida State baseball. Let's see what Florida State's baseball team is doing right now, because I'm sure they're not that good. But
That's a good question.
Yeah, because let's see how Deuce Robinson is doing out at Florida State.
I don't think he's on the baseball team. That's a good question. It's interesting note. Gary Sheffield, if you guys know him. If not, I definitely recommend you go looking up just a couple videos. He's had a sweet swing and crazy stance. His son is actually on Florida State, and he's kind of got the same little stance. He moves his bat and stuff. So yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, Walter. Oregon is going after Jared Curtis, and that's probably another reason why Williams is switching over, because he wants to go somewhere where he's wanted, and he wants to go somewhere that they actually develop quarterbacks, because who has Oregon developed? No one. So
yeah.
But all right. Well, we might be heading out here. I do want to watch the women's basketball game. So but yeah, go ahead and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, do all that good stuff, and make sure that you follow the Twitch channel here. So, because we might have Gunz going against Lockhart.
We'll try to set that up. Hopefully, we can get it going.
We'll see if he gets embarrassed or not. But yeah, and if you still want to be on the team, definitely get that membership in for $1.99, and just let us know what position you want to play. We need a running back, right?
Yeah, we need a running back.
I tried to be running back.
Yeah, I know. I wish there was a way to get that. Tyler's been playing both ways for us. So we could use another corner, maybe a safety as well, and even a defensive end. One of our defensive ends who's in the chat right now decided to go to Ole Miss. But yeah, so but Kristen, which I don't think I saw him in our chat, which is not common. But he's been killing it. Him and Paul Jones on the defensive line. So
wait, who was the defensive lineman that left?
Preston Paradise left us.
Preston, you left us?
Just we couldn't agree to an NIL deal, so he had to go to Ole Miss.
We just won a national championship.
He said, "I want to be the GM or the backup." Hey, we don't punt much, so you could be even the starter if you want.
Yeah, I guess if you want to just collect NIL and do nothing. So. But all right. Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and call it. It's only 11 minutes before the hour. So, but yep. So go ahead and like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, and go ahead and follow Preston Paradise as well. Like he just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So definitely go ahead and follow him. He puts out some great content. So, but yeah,
absolutely.
Until next time, guys. Fight on.
Fight on.